Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. This application is a one-stop solution for all the students who are preparing for government exams. This application is valid just for the Android users. Once you have downloaded the application, you can go and log in through your Gmail ID, and once you have logged in, you will be moved on to this page where you can see the various courses that are offered by us. To avail this course, you can use a code that is crack10 to get an additional 10% discount on the purchase you make. If we talk about the course, why this course is so important, how you will be benefiting through this course. If you see, we provide current affairs on the daily basis, on weekly basis, as well as monthly basis. On daily basis, we will be providing you with PDFs of the content of that particular day. Apart from this, you will be getting a quiz on your application that will be of 20 questions quiz on daily basis that will help you in boosting your preparation. Apart from that, on weekly, you will be getting a 50 questions quiz for your preparation, as well as if you see, you will also get a PDF that will contain all the important compiled news, current affairs of that particular week. And similarly, for monthly, you will be getting a top 100 questions PDF of that whole month. That is very important PDF and will be covering the most important news of that particular month. Alright, apart from this, we also cover banking awareness. All the banking aspirants, those who are preparing for bank exams, will absolutely love our course because we cover almost 99.99% of the syllabus of your bank exams. Here you will see we will also provide with quizzes as well as the PDFs. Apart from this, if you see the topic wise, for example, there are multiple questions that are related to obituary, important days, who won which event, who was awarded with which award. So all these topics that are related to your GS also or GK, such as apps and web portals, these are the current affairs that are important days, your books and authors, the new applications that were launched, new government schemes that were launched by the government, or your international affairs or your national affairs. All these topics, there are 20 such topics of which we are providing the PDF, as well as we teach on YouTube, where you can go and check our channel and you will be surprised that the content that we are providing is absolutely amazing. Alright, so this will be helping you to boost your preparation in the long term. This YouTube channel, you can go and subscribe to our channel, that is your Affairscloud, that will help you for your revision purpose also. Apart from this, we cover the state current affairs also. Here you can see the current affairs and all these content that we provide you that are bilingual. That means we provide you in English as well as both in Hindi also. Alright, so all the students who are from the Hindi language will also be benefited through our course. Also friends, you can purchase our course for 2 years. Alright, also for 1 year. If the students have exam or they are planning for the long term and they want to study for 2 years and they are expecting to give exam after 1 year, then they can opt for 2 years. As well as if the student is planning to give exam next year, then they can go for the 1 year course also. So these are the two types of courses that are available by us. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue. Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So friends, in this video we will be providing you with the important and latest current affairs of 9th of July. These are unique and they are important, so you have to pay attention. In this particular video you can see two of the important current affairs that we will be discussing. Apart from this friends, you can follow me on Instagram. My Insta handle is provided here. Let's start. Before moving on to the news, we will be discussing important MCQs. As we know, this is the part first of our video. So these are important MCQs. Let's discuss. It is for a quick revision purpose only. First question is, which institution has released the global Findex database. I repeat, Global Findex database for the year 2021 was released by which organization? It was released by World Bank. Where is the headquarter of World Bank in Washington? In and IMF, that is your International Monetary Fund. They both have headquarter in Washington DC. So coming back to the question that World Bank has released the Global Findex database for the 2021. Alright, highly important. This is the financial inclusion, digital payments and resilience in the age of COVID-19. This has surveyed around many people in 123 economies use financial service throughout 2021. Alright, I repeat, it surveyed that how people in 123 economies use the financial services throughout the year 2021. As per the report mentioned, large share of the global population without formal banking lives in India and China because of their size, because of the population they have a huge amount of population. Alright, apart from this report also found that women are more likely to be unbanked than men. So coming back, this Global Findex database was released by which organization? It was released by World Bank. Next question is, which city is the host of 2022 Global Biodiversity Conclave? Global Biodiversity Conclave. Which city will be host of this 2022 Global Biodiversity Conclave? It will be Bonn. Global Biodiversity Conclave is going to be organized in Bonn. And where is this? This is the city. Alright, and where is this city? This city is in Germany. So indirectly remember, Global Biodiversity Conclave 2022 will be held in Germany. Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Policy Services, that is Intergovernmental Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, announced that assessment on sustainable use of wild species will be released. Sustainable use of wild species, keeping in mind the well-being of communities that depend on them for livelihood, will be focus of the report to be released. So correct option is Bonn, Germany. Next, as per the RBI's liberalized norms, what is the new limit of the external commercial borrowing under the automatic route? So the new limit of the external commercial borrowing is 1.5 billion US dollar. So correct option is option C. As per RBI liberalized norms to boost inflow of foreign exchanges, the measure includes easing norms for the FPI's investment in direct market and easing the external commercial borrowing limit under the automatic route from 750 million or its equivalent per fictional year, equivalent per financial year to 1.5 billion dollar. That was earlier 750 million dollar, now been extended to 1.5 billion dollar. Next, which company launched the Startup School India initiative? SSI, important initiative. Remember, this Startup School India initiative was launched by whom? This was launched by Google. Alright, Startup School India initiative. Apart from this, friends, I saw a comment yesterday that we have not covered the question first of that video. So in order to address that, friends, see, we can in the PDF provided that were in our course, we cover 99% of the content. All right, also friends, this 99% is the important content we have been covering. Apart from this, there are some news that definitely will be left. No one can cover all 100% of it. So those 1% of the questions news that are left, that I try to cover in these MCQ also, because it will be providing you a overall help. All right, so don't say you should not focus on that, sir, this question is not provided here, that question was not provided there. Just try to go through the content that we are providing. Just learn the content, just revise the content, just study the content. What should be provided and what not should be provided, it's our headache. Your headache should be that is the content that we are providing is remembered by you or not, that you have learned it or not. So that is the important thing that you have to students focus on. Teaching is our side and learning should be your work. All right, so don't focus on such thing that which content is provided or which content is not provided. Everything will be covered in our channel. All right, the content that you are provided, the course that you are being offered covers maximum content, and that will be sufficient for your preparation of most of the government exams. All right, coming back, this Startup School initiative was launched by which organization? Google. Tech major Google has announced the launch of Startup School India, that was SSI, as a part of the Google for Startup initiatives. This is a platform under which Google will bring together investors, entrepreneurs, programmers, and provide opportunities to startups from small cities to interact and learn from them. Google aims to reach out to at least 10,000 startups with the help of this program. Moving on, Eli Raja. Elijah Raja, who was recently nominated to Rajya Sabha, is a eminent personality in which field? Elijah Raja. He is related to which field? He is related to music, and he was recently appointed to Rajya Sabha. Legendary music director Elijah Raja, who was nominated to Rajya Sabha along with veteran PT Usha. She is also an athlete. PT Usha, a very famous Indian athlete. Alright, remember her. They were appointed to the Rajya Sabha. So remember this. So this Eli Raja sir is related to which field? He is related to music. So these are some of the current affairs. Now friends, we'll shift to the news part. Let's see what are the important news of 9th of July. First, Karnataka's first state to have R&D policy. What is R&D? Research and development. See, for any innovation to come, research and development is the first step. If there is research and development, this will lead to the new innovations. If there will be new innovations, there will be change in the technology. If there will be a change in the technology, then entrepreneurs will be attracted towards these new technology, and once the entrepreneurs are attracted towards the new technology, then they will be investing in this technology, and then this technology will be available for public. That means this particular technology will become a useful thing for the humans or for the particular area in which the research and development was done. So recently Karnataka states first to have a research and development policy task force to set up its effective implementation. I repeat, Karnataka is stated to be the first state in India to establish an exclusive research and development policy. So question will be direct, that research and development policy, the first state to have the research and development policy will be Karnataka. A task force has been formed to ensure its effective implementation. Alright, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, who is he? Basavaraj Bomaiji, recently also said, has also directed their officials to prepare the necessary system for the effective implementation of the proposed policy, that is your research and development policy. Highlights. If we talk about the highlights of this, you can see according to this task force, Karnataka has a tremendous potential to excel in research and development. The policy is designed to be simple, with any research and development regarded as effective only if it is relevant in people's daily lives and serves all sectors. As I told you, with the help of this, if technology will be implemented and once investors are attracted to that policy technology, then definitely that will be a beneficial thing. To support the implementation of the proposed policy, a state level research and development council and foundation will be established. The policy will be approved following a discussion in the state cabinet. So coming back, Karnataka is the first state to have the research and development policy, and a task force will be set up to ensure the implementation of that particular policy. This was your first news. Coming to the second one, REC. What is REC? It is your Rural Electrification Corporation Limited. CEEW, it is your Council on Energy, Environment and Water. Alright, so remember, REC along with CEEW has signed a pact to work on improving the DISCOM's operational financial sustainability. What is this basically? If we talk about, under this agreement, these two organizations will collaborate by providing services such as deployment of smart meters, strengthening of power distribution networks, and improved quality of service for electric consumers. So if you want to remember in a short way, remember these two organizations, that is Rural Electrification Corporation Limited and Council on Energy, Environment and Water. They together signed an MOU to work in the field of energy, you can say, because here they will be working for deployment of smart meters that records how much electricity has been consumed by the consumer, then strengthening of power distribution networks, improved quality of services for electric consumers. All this will be checked by these and provided by these two organizations that will help us to improve the DISCOM's operational financial sustainability. Alright, so REC Limited has signed an MOU with CEEW For what? To collaborate on the activities of operational and financial sustainability of discoms. Here you can see under this smart meters, strengthening of power distribution networks, and improved quality of service for electricity consumers will be provided here. Under this partnership, in addition to providing research and evaluation support, REC and CEEW will collaborate to conduct primary and secondary research to support discoms in their efforts to deploy smart meters. So smart meters, then they will be helping with other power distribution network by strengthening them. Then quality of service of those electricity consumers to them will also be provided by the MOU that was signed between REC and CEEW. Highly important. If we talk about CEEW, who is the CEO? Dr. Anurabha Ghosh is the current CEO. This was founded in the year 2010 and the headquarters of this is in New Delhi. Moving on to the next news. Next is India has moved to leadership position in the large value digital payment system. RBI says in a report on benchmarking India's payment system. As we know, India's payment system, one of the highly efficient payment system is your UPI. That is your unified payment interface. Alright. Then apart from this, there is an IMPS. Apart from this, there is also a RTGS. That is your RTGS, real time gross settlement. So remember, recently India has shown a significant progress and emerged as the leader in the large value digital payment system, that is your RTGS. Highly important. Alright, India's payment performance is based upon 40 indicators, which is categorized as leader in 16 indicators, strong in 10 indicators, moderate in 7, and weak in 8 indicators. Highly important data that you have to remember, friends. This can be asked in your exam. RBI released the report. What was the report? Benchmarking India's payment system follow-on exercise. In this, India has shown a significant progress and emerged as a leader in the large value digital payment system, that is your RTGS. India's payment performance based on 40 indicators that we saw here, that you have to remember. If we talk about RBI, then RBI of India was established on 1935 on 1st of April. Then remember, the central office of the Reserve Bank was initially established in Calcutta, but it was later permanently moved to Mumbai in 1937. Apart from this, also you have to remember that recently we also studied a news that stated that India saw the highest number of real-time online payments in the world, and it was followed by China on the second position. India saw around of 40% in the world and China saw around 18% of the total real-time payments in the world. What is the reason that we are seeing so large amount of payments in the world? The reason is that because now each and every shop in India is equipped with the facility of UPI or QR code. With the help of this QR code, we are able to easily scan those payment interface using our mobile phones and easily able to send the payment, even if it of 10 rupees from one location to other location or from consumer to the retailer. We are easily able to do the payment, and with the help of this payment there is a record of all the payments also that is maintained, that help us to achieve this particular data. Also, if we are keeping record of such payments, then there will be a less chance of any fraud or black money circulating in the market. So this was the report that you have to remember, that RBI released this report benchmarking India's payment system, and recently India has moved to the leadership position in the large value digital payment system of RTGS specifically. If we are talking about UPI, Nepal is the first country where UPI will be deployed. Neopay terminals, at Neopay terminal, that is in UAE, Bheem UPI was deployed. And also remember, recently UPI will be RuPay and RuPay. They both have signed to be used in which country? In France. They will be now people will be able to transact between India and France with the help of UPI, or people of France will also be able to use the UPI and RuPay system there. Moving on, next news. Power Finance Corporation Inc. loan pact with JBIC for JPY $30 billion. What is not billion dollar? What is this JPY and JBIC? First of all, you have to see. JPY is your Japanese yen. This is the currency of Japan. This is Japanese yen. Alright, 30 billion Japanese yen. And what is JBIC? Japan Bank for Internal Corporation. So remember, let's read this again. Power Finance Corporation inks loan pact with Japan Bank for International Corporation for 30 billion Japanese yees or Japanese yees. This loan agreement was signed by Ravindra Singh Dhillon, who is the chairman and managing director of PFC, and Khusbe Gob, who is the Director General of Social Infrastructure Finance Department. Also remember this JBIC, that this bank, Japan Bank for International Corporation, has provided a loan under the initiative that is Global Action for Reconciling Economic Growth and Environmental Preservation. I repeat, this particular loan was provided by JBIC under the initiative that was Global Action for Reconciling Economic Growth and Environmental Preservation, that was also termed in shortly as GREEN. I repeat, GREEN, Action for Reconciling Economic Growth and Environmental Preservation. Alright, JBIC also provides financing for projects that effectively reduces greenhouse gas emissions and work toward the conservation of the global environment. So remember how much loan was provided by JBIC? 330 billion Japanese yen loan was provided by the Japan Bank for International Corporation. Highly important. Moving on, next news is regarding Women's World Banking, and Bank of Baroda has announced the rollout of Baroda Jandhan Plus in UP and Uttarakhand. So many news you have to remember here. First, Bank of Baroda, they have partnered with WWB. I repeat, Bank of Baroda, they have partnered with whom? They have partnered with WWB. What is WWB? This is Women's World Banking. This is a non-profit organization. All right. Then another thing, remember, they have launched what? They have launched the phase 3 of Jan Dhan Plus. Alright, I repeat, Bank of Baroda has recently tied up with Women's World Banking. Alright, and they have together launched the phase 3 of the Baroda Jandhan Plus. This is a saving behavior in the customers. This was launched in the 13 districts of Uttarakhand and 25 districts of Uttar Pradesh. Apart from this, what is the aim of this? It is to enhance access to and promote the participation of low-income women with formal financial services. The primary objective of this WWB is to provide low-income women with access to financial resources that will lead to their long-term financial security and prosperity. Alright, remember, Bank of Baroda has tied up with whom? They have tied up with Women's World Banking to launch the phase 3 of Jandhan Plus. This was launched in 13 districts of Uttarakhand and 25 districts of Uttar Pradesh. You have to remember this data also. Alright, this is important. Then if we talk about it, Bank of Baroda, here you can see tied up with WWB, that is an NPO, to launch phase 3 of Bank Baroda Jandhan Plus, and they were launched in 13 districts of Uttarakhand and 25 districts of UP. Next we will be talking about Max Life. Max Life have launched a new life insurance product that was Smart Capital Guarantee Solution. I repeat, Max Life has launched a new life insurance product that was Smart Capital Guarantee Solution. Highly important. Alright, a life insurance product solution that merges the benefits of two existing products, that is Max Life Smart Wealth Plan and Max Life Flexi Wealth Advantage Plan. By merging these two, a Smart Capital Guarantee Solution was launched. So here you can see the two existing product, that is Max Life Smart Wealth Plan first, and second is Max Life Flexi Wealth Advantage Plan second. They together was merged to launch a Smart Capital Guarantee Solution, and it was launched by whom? Max Life Insurance Company Limited. This product will offer wealth creation through market linked returns and simplifies its premium payments with additional financial protection. Next, if we talk about Google has announced a startup school initiative. We just saw in the question format MCQ that SSI, that is Startup School Initiative, was launched by government. It was an initiative of which organization? It was an initiative of government or Google, and it was launched. Why? It was launched to organize accumulated knowledge into a structured curriculum to enable startups in small cities to overcome various challenges. Alright, with the help of this initiative, Google will be able to help around 10,000 startups in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Apart from this, if we are talking about startups, Maximum number of startups are seen in USA, then in China, and now India is the third position where we can see the maximum number of startups coming up. Startup School India is a 9-week program that will be delivered virtually, which have fireside chats between Google leaders and collaborators from across the startup ecosystem, spanning fintech, business to business, business to customer, e-commerce, language, social media, networking, job search, and other areas. So coming back, SSI, Startup School Initiative or Startup School India Initiative, this was launched by whom? For small city entrepreneurs, that is specifically in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. It was launched by Google. Next, Gita Gopinath. Gita Gopinath, we should know who is Gita Gopinath and why she was in news recently. You have to remember that Gita Gopinath was she has served as the first female chief economist of the International Monetary Fund between 2019 to 2022. First of all, remember this. All right, Gita Gopinath. Gita Gopinath, she has served as the first female chief economist of IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, from 2019 to 2022. First of all, remember this about her. This is important. Then remember in 2021 she was promoted to the International Monetary Fund's first deputy managing director. All right, she was appointed or she was promoted to first International Monetary Fund's first deputy managing director, and she was appointed by whom? Kristalina Georgieva, who is the managing director of International Monetary Fund. So coming back to the news, Gita Gopinath became the first woman and second Indian to feature on the International Monetary Fund's wall of former chief economist. Important because she became the first female to be appointed as the chief economist to the International Monetary Fund. And remember, she became the first woman and second Indian who were featured on the International Monetary Fund's wall of former chief economists. So, all right, so Indian American economist Gita Gopinath was featured where? She was featured on the wall of former chief economist of the International Monetary Fund. She became the first woman as well as second Indian to get this achievement. Who was the first Indian? He was Raghuram Rajan, who was the chief economist and director of research of IMF between 2003 and 2006. All right, moving on. Next, Godi. Godi is a Hyderabad-based Godi India Private Limited. It is the India's first company to receive Bureau of Indian Standards certification, that is your BIS certification, for its 21,700 cylindrical NMC 811 lithium ion cells. I repeat, which is the first company in India that got a BIS certification, that is your Bureau of Indian Standard certification for their lithium ion cells. It is your Godi India, that is related to or that belongs from Hyderabad. Highly important. So Godi Limited got BIS certification for their lithium ion cells or lithium ion battery. Highly important. All right, for the lithium ion cells, BIS certification was received by whom? By Godi India Limited, that is a Hyderabad based company. Moving on to the next news. Next is also important, friends. I want you all to remember this. India has elected to the IGC of UNESCO's 2023 convention, IGC's 2003's convention for safeguarding of intangible cultural heritage. What is intangible cultural heritage? Intangible is something that you cannot touch. And recently, if you remember, we also discussed the news on that Durga Puja, that was a festival. This was included into the intangible cultural heritage list of UNESCO. All right, it is a festival. That means we cannot touch a festival. It is just a vibe that we can feel. You cannot physically touch a festival. So that was included into the intangible cultural heritage list of UNESCO. So recently, remember, India has been elected to the IGC. I repeat, India has been elected to the Intergovernmental Committee of the UNESCO's 2003 convention for safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage list for a period of 4 years. So India has been elected to this ICG's UNESCO's 2003's convention for safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage list for a period of 4 years, and India has been selected from 2022 to 2026. So you can see here 3-4 things you have to remember from this. All right, that India has been elected to what? To the ICG of UNESCO's 2003 convention, that is for safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage, for a period of how many years? For a period of 4 years. And from when to when India has been elected? From 2022 to 2026. India has become a part of this. Alright. Then Union Minister Gangapuram Krishna Reddy, who is the Minister for Culture, Tourism and Development of Northeastern Region, has announced the election of India. Alright, who announced it? It was announced by him. So coming back, India was elected to the ICG's UNESCO's 2003 Convention for safeguarding the international or safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage. Alright, and for a period of 4 years, that is from 2022 to 26, India has been appointed to this position. This consists of 24 members, and India is elected in the General Assembly of the Convention as per the equitable geographical representation and rotation, as well as state members to the committee are elected for a term of 4 years after a voting system. Also remember, India has previously served as a member of this IGC committee twice, that was from 2006 to 2010. Then later in 2014 to 2018. And now India's vision for this 2022 to 2026 is the protection and promotion of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Next is CII. CII is your Confederation of Indian Industry has elected R. Dinesh, who is the Executive Vice Chairperson of TVS Supply Chain Solution Limited and Director at TVS Automobile Solution, as its President Designate for the year 2022 to 2023. Also, CII also elected Sanjeev Puri as the Chairman and Managing Director of ITC Limited as the Vice President. Then you have to remember Sanjeev Bansal, the Chairman and Managing Director of Bajaj Finserv Limited, assumed the office as the President of the Confederation of Indian Industry from 2022 to 2023. So who is the current Chairman and Managing Director of, or who is the current President of CII? He is Sanjeev Bansal, that you have to remember. Alright, and here you can see R. Dinesh, he has been the President Designate for its TVS Automobile Solution for the year 2022 to 2023. Next is SBI General Insurance has appointed Paritosh Tripathi as their MD and CEO. I repeat, State Bank of India General Insurance appointed Paritosh Tripathi as their Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Prakash Chandra Kandpalji. He will be succeeding him as the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of SBI General Insurance. Highly important question. Alright, if we talk about Paritosh Tripathi ji, he has a banking experience of 32 years and has worked in various departments including MSME, mid-corporate segment, international banking and bancassurance. That is bank and insurance. Moving on. Where is the headquarters of SBI General Insurance? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And remember, it was founded in the year 2009. Next, AFCI. What is AFCI? ACFI stands for Air Cargo Forum India. Air Cargo Forum India has constituted a new board for a term of 2 consecutive years, that is from 2022 to 2024. At the annual general meeting, Yashpal Sharma, who is the Managing Director of Skyways Group, has been appointed as the President of ACFI for a period of 2022 to 2024, for which 2 consecutive years for which this particular new board was appointed. Alright, I repeat, Air Cargo Forum of India, ACFI, appointed a new board for a term of 2 years, and who has been appointed as the new president of this ACFI for this 2 years? He is Yashpal Sharma. Remember this name, Yashpal Sharma. Moving on to next news. This is an important one, and this is the one that we saw in the title or the starting of the video. Remember, Shri Anurag Thakur has launched a revised scheme of cash awards. This is for the national welfare and pensions to support sportsperson. I repeat, recently Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur, who is related to which ministry? Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport, has launched a revised scheme for cash awards, that is for national welfare and pension to support sports persons. It is a web portal for schemes of Department of Sports that was released. Here you can see, this is the web portal for the schemes of Department of Sports and a National Sports Development Fund website. This is the national development website that was launched in New Delhi. If we talk about this scheme of cash award, that was the two medal winners. This scheme of cash awards is for medal winners in the international sport events. I repeat, this cash award scheme that was launched by Anurag Thakur is for national welfare and pension to sports person, and this will be applicable to the medal winners in the international sports event. Alright, in the international sports event, highly important that you have to remember. Other way this question can be asked, that the scheme of cash award was launched by which ministry? It was launched by Anurag Singh Thakur, who is in the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Next, very important news of the day, friends. You have to remember, a very dear friend of India, Japan's ex-Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has recently passed away. A very sad news. Remember, he was just 67 years of age. He was being shot in the city of Nara. Alright, he was shot in the city of Nara in Japan, and he recently passed away. Or you can say shot, or he was assassinated while doing a campaign in the state of, or in the city of Nara, that is in Japan. He was shot twice. And what is the name of the person who shot him? Tetsuya Yamagami. Tetsuya Yamagami is a 41-old resident of Nara city only, where Shinzo Abe was doing a campaign for the parliamentary election, and there and then itself he was shot twice by Tetsuya Yamagami, and sadly Shinzo Abe has recently passed away. Alright, if we talk about him, he was born in the year 1954 in Tokyo, Japan. He was a Japanese politician who has served as the Prime Minister of Japan and the President of the Liberal Democratic Party from 2006 to 2007, and again from 2012 to 2020. So remember, Shinzo Abe has recently passed away. So friends, that's all for the day. This was all the news that you have to remember. Now let's shift to the one-liner format and let's revise them. Karnataka became the first state in India to have an R&D, that is a research and development policy, and a task force will be set up to implement it. REC and CEW, they had together signed an MOU to improve the operational and financial sustainability in the DISCOM sectors. India emerged as the leader in the large value digital payment systems in RBI report, issues a new guidelines for the non-bank PSOs, and they have topped in RTGS system. Power Finance Corporation inks a loan pact for JPY $30 billion Japanese yen with the Japanese Bank of IC. Highly important. Alright, 30 billion Japanese yen loan was signed by the Japanese bank, by the Power Finance Corporation. BOB, Bank of Baroda and WWB has announced an MOU for the launch of Baroda Jan Dhan Plus in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. You have to remember the number of districts also of particular state. Then RBI has cancelled the license of Sri Anand Cooperative Bank due to the lack of capital. Remember this. Max Life Insurance. Max Life has launched a new life insurance product, that is Smart Capital Guarantee Solution. Google has announced a startup school initiative, that is Startup School India initiative for small city entrepreneurs, that is for the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Gita Gopinath became the first Indian woman and second Indian to feature of the International Monetary Fund's Wall of Former Chief Economist. Godi company, that is of Hyderabad based company, became the first company to get the BIS certification for their made in India line, that is lithium ion cells. India elected, this is also important, India elected to the IGC of UNESCO's 2003 convention for safeguarding the ICH, that is your intangible cultural heritage list. And in this particular list also remember, in 2021 it was your Durga Puja of West Bengal that was included into the intangible cultural heritage list. Can you correct me, tell me in which year was this Durga Puja added to the intangible cultural heritage list? Tell me, comment below. Then CII has elected R Dinesh as the president designate for 2022 to 2023 of CII. Next, SBI General Insurance has appointed Paritosh Tripathi as the new MD and CEO. AFCI has constituted new board, appointed Yashpal Sharma as the new president. Then Union Minister Anurag Thakur has launched revised schemes for cash awards, that is for sports persons, and also to provide them national welfare and pension for sports person, and this will be applicable to the persons or sports person who won medal into the international sports event. Then former Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has recently passed away. He was shot dead into the or he was assassinated in the city of Nara. So that's all for the day, friend. These were all the MCQs and news that you have to remember. Now it's time for your homework. Let's go for the homework. These are important questions and I want everyone to comment below. Who was recently became the first black president of Colombia? Important question. First black president, vice president of Colombia. Next, the world's largest freshwater fish was named Borami, that was found in which area? Third question, which of the following is a tri-state protected area? Fourth, as per the recent study published, the Lancet microbe, most of the antibiotic resistant strain of the typhoid causing bacteria originated in which region? This was also in news recently. I want you all to comment below. Next question, who recently became the India's permanent representative to the United Nations? I'll give you a hint. She is the currently as the Indian ambassador to Bhutan, and now she has been appointed as the India's permanent representative to the United Nations. Who is she? Tell me. So friends, these are 5 questions. I want you to comment below, and if you find this session interesting and you find this session helpful, I want all the students watching this video to comment below that whether you want us to continue with such sessions or not. Your comment values very much, so everyone should comment below and let us know. So friends, that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.